One of my colleagues suggested that this hearing is nothing more than a dog and pony show. Well, you'd have an easier time convincing the American people that a unicorn just flew into this hearing room than that these big oil companies need taxpayer subsidies. That's the real fairy tale. And I would just say to everybody, the average American family getting gouged at the gas pump across America and being asked to sacrifice because of the budget deficit certainly doesn't think this is a dog and pony show. Now, I'd like to just ask my colleagues here about the question of priorities, because we frankly sit in different seats than you do, and your job is to maximize what's good for your stockholders and good for your employees, and I think we all understand that. But we have to choose priorities, and right now we have a huge budget deficit. And many, particularly my colleagues who have put forward budgets on the other side of the aisle, have said that budget deficit, even though we don't like it, says we should cut aid to students who need to go to college. We should cut cancer research. We should cut Homeland Security and veterans funds. And it boils down to priorities, because we have to get the deficit to a certain level, and we have choices. So I want to ask you, sitting in our shoes, just about your priorities. So my first question is to Mr. Mulva, and I'm asking you for a reason. Do you think that your subsidy is more important than the financial aid we give to students to go to college? Could you answer that, yes or no?
Well, that's a very difficult question for me. Two totally different questions.
But we have to weigh those two things, Mr. Mulva. We have to weigh it because we have to get the deficit down to a certain level. So which would be, if you had a choice of one or the other as an American citizen, which would you choose?
Well, Senator, that's a choice that legislatively you're going to have to be making.